Okay, you know, I know this is not fair. What's being done to the people?
What's being done, bro?
The way that mis they're mistreating them because of a bill that they may have that's not paid.
Who is doing this?
The government's doing that.
Okay.
This is their way of paying, getting their bills paid. You know, if you owe for trash pickup or you owe for gas, lights, water, rent, and you're not carrying, then they take you and take your place for you and say you got to find another place. They stacking up people that they know have properties and putting them in a position to take take that spot.
And where are they doing this at?
At the nursing home right here.
What city is this in?
In East St. Louis.
Okay.
You can't. I won't say. Well, I really want to say.
You can say what building it is.
Yeah, you know, it's at St. Vincent de Paul, and they've got a woman in there that's highly respected supposedly, but she's like the backbone of the way of mistreating people. I saw a woman get actually took and put outside because she was disobedient and argued about a piece of sweet potato pie yesterday and put her out in the cold. Now, the guy that put her out, they saw that wasn't right, and I told her, I said, that woman is too old for that. She fired him this morning. She let him go. She let him go. But he was just real dirty. So last night, I just went on in there without, the thorough check that they usually give you. They usually give you a thorough check, search over your body, and make sure you haven't got a weapon of no kind, any kind, and they don't even let you have cigarettes, lighters, nothing that you could burn the place down. But she have been known as a promising lady, saying that she's helping the community pay utilities. Now she will help you with a utility bill if you, but they lined up in there, and this is like an oppression on black people to me. That's what it seems like, But I mean, they be glad to get it because, and also they have children up in there. The children is just packed in there. They got baby food and everything, clothing for the children. And it's just like an open house for a nursery home that they take people and put them in. Now, sometimes these people memory is be gone at a certain age, in which there's nothing they can do about that. They have that thing happens. It's like if you don't use a pipe long enough, it'll rust on the inside. Like I was sent to some people's house that they was saying he could stay here if he paid $400 a month. Now, I was saying, well, I do have that kind of income, so I went to their house, but when I went in there to take a bath, it was like a mud surface inside the tub that I couldn't even wash out. That house was so decrepit, and wore out. I really didn't want to stay there. But this house that I'm in now is not great either. He's trying to put it together. He don't have adequate heat. That he's always over here trying to do something to the building because to sort of pass inspection. But this is what he's getting away with. And in this. I wish we could get new housing in this whole area because it's just disrespectful to people. Now we don't have just black people; it's white people and black that mix up and make up this. You know, it's this guy has been, and I've been staying here in this house for 14 years, and it hasn't gotten any better. As a matter of fact, one of the workers died here in my hands when he fell. Well, he cut himself on the saw and cut himself in half. And I sit here and held him till the ambulance got here, and he looked up and life left him. But before he died, I fell down them same steps. Well, not the ones that he fell on. I fell on another one, and he saw that I had an accident. So he went the next, I think, maybe 3 weeks, and he died in heels. I didn't quite, you know, I got hurt, and my teeth got knocked out, and I got a bump, a real big hickey on the side of my head. You understand? And fell down them steps. When I woke up there, it woke me up. I was unconscious. Oh, it's been hell trying to live here. And then I've got a lot of steps, and I'm older. I'm an older person. I've been trying to make it. It's hard. It's hard. Lord have mercy, it's hard. You know. But the people just don't seem like they understand. It's like, well, you just should have paid your water bill or whatever, and they would have never cut it off of your gas bill. But I'm human, just like anybody else. Yeah, I never thought it would come to this. I've got the income to pay this bill also, and I think I could do better than this. You know, my income, but what they offer you is like almost like gangsters. You know, they don't just let you say go find yourself a better tenant. You know, you go find yourself a person that they know, and they're taking over this specific spot. You know, so. Man, this is definitely not the only place. It's so many people in there. You have to, you know, they have to sit there and call your number in the evening. And another thing that they do, when they cook dinner for the people there at the house, at the nursing home, the same members of these houses come over there and actually sell the plates to the people. Now that is weird. They say a plate, you can get your plates for $2, but if you get in line, they're going to put you in a class with, get over there and do what you're told. You know, it's almost like a form of slavery.
Prison.
Prison, yeah.
Prison. So the same people that are supposed to be helping you or trying to sell stuff to you and make money off it.
Or selling it, not trying.
So how are you supposed to get on your feet if we keep trying to take advantage and pull money out your pocket?
Exactly. You can't.
How does that work?
You know, it doesn't work. Just like it's a guy tell me, say, don't get no stains on that coat because they gave me this coat. And he said, I want that. No, you just can't walk up in here and take nobody's coat, you know, like that. You can't do that, you know. But there's a gang called I can't call no names, but this gang comes over there, and for some reason, they beat up white young girls if they get out of place, out of line. You know, I want to tell you a story, but this here ended up kind of into a murder. So I think I'll tell you anyway. I was in the shower, taking me a shower, and a girl came over here to the house and knocked. And she said, Bruce, can you come to the door? I said, I'm getting out the shower, baby. So I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there. When I got out the shower, to open the door and let her in, I heard some shots. And they shot this young girl 15 times. They killed her. And it's because she had did something like stole one of their cars, and made one of them mad. But they came over there today and jumped on her, not the same one. This was a different one. The one that they jumped on, they killed. Shot her 15 times. She supposed to have run away with somebody's money. But today they came over there and hit her in the back of her head. I'm sitting there looking at the whole thing. And they hit her in the back of her head and knocked her into the wall. And there were other white people sitting there watching. Nobody moved. I was just so, I was so surprised by how it happened. I just was sitting there eating. I say, Lord, they just didn't start coming in here now. And why? They could go somewhere and eat. They could go to Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's or somewhere and get them something to eat, but they come there because they know that the prices are cheaper for them. They come in there and just grab eat. The day was chicken day.
How much do they charge you to eat in there?
They don't charge us nothing. All that's free. Because they're getting us. If we don't pay, we have to get out of there, It's a form of slavery. This is what's going on in East St. Louis, I think a good paper would be, have you ever seen the East St. Louis paper? It's got Phil Perry, all the different artists, Miles Davis, all the ones that, Jackie Joyner, all the people that came from East St. Louis is in this magazine. So I'm not putting down the one that I'm advertising for, but it just seems like that would go together good with this. Can you get a picture of this building? The way it looks.
What would you like to see change? And what do you think needs to change?
I think it need to, when people pay their money, like I was paying $600 a month to stay here. I should be able to have a decent electric system that don't cut off and adequate heat that would keep me warm. I had to run my gas on my cooking stove to keep it warm at my house. And that naturally made the price go up. So I owed more for electricity. But I'm alone, my wife have died. I'm not saying that she caught her disease from this environment, but she did catch it. Still got her body in there, her ashes. If what do you call that? It just came out. And a lot of people died from COVID. She died from COVID. Yes. She died from COVID.
Did you ever catch it?
No. Yes, I did. This is what they told me. They said, you're fine. When I went to get tested, I went over to Jackie Joyner's. They say, you're fine, but stay away from your wife. They called me about 3 days or 4 days later, and they told me I can come get her. And then they called me back and say she had just passed. I say, oh my God. Me and her was paying the bills together. After she died, it all went on my back. So that's why this is weighing so heavy. And I just really want you to know what what's going on in East St. Louis. This situation. All my friends that come over here say, Bruce, you can do better than this. When they look at it, because it looks so decrepit, you know. They say, you can do better than this. And I believe in my heart that I can do better. Because the house that they was offering me to stay in from the nursing home, it looks like almost condemned. You know, it was a condemned house and roach infested.
How much were they expecting you to pay for that?
They wanted me to pay $560
in a roach motel.
Yeah, a roach motel. Cut the water on and nothing comes out. You just, bloop, bloop, you know, you could hear it trying to come. And I've had several people, black and white, have lived in that house and told me the same thing. It was roach infested, you know. But they were, you know, he offered me a place to stay, and that's what I needed. Yeah. And this is what's been going on, you know, in East St. Louis, you know. The 600 block of 40th Street. It don't even have you know what you know that box that goes into the, what they call that, weatherhead. You don't even have one. If you look around, you don't even see one on this.
That means there's no electricity.
Right.
Because that's where the electricity flow through.
Yeah. Well, now, you can make it work because you're constructioning. You're doing, you know, construction.
But it's
work.
not adequate for the building.
That sure not. It's not adequate.
It's just enough to get by.
Yes. That's what it is. And this is what they did to me too. They took, I get so much, like $1,500 a month. But if they find out, this is what the gang has started doing, and if they find out your name,
the gang? Who is the gang?
The gang is the vice lords. If they get your information from these young girls that they sent around you, that's why they killed that white girl, because she had went and told some things, took one of the leaders' cars, and sold it. But if they find out that you're telling some things on them, then your life is in danger. Yes, you know. Now these houses, it's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about 12 units here, but there's only people in 4.
How long has the gang been coming and terrorizing?
They've been doing this for about a year. The vice lords. Yeah. You know, they make you think that, you know, if you tell too much or whatever, then, you know, you're subject to become killed by them, you know.
How do you avoid it?
I avoid it by staying away from them, for one thing. And, you know, because of who I am, they kind of don't pick on me like that. You know, but everybody else, they take their food, and they actually would take the food and sell it. You know, back to them. If somebody come in there and they say, you want a chicken plate? I'll give you this plate for $2 or $1. You know, and then they make sweets. And
so they're in there terrorizing the people that ain't black.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why they're scared to be over there.
Right. Now, stop it.
Thank you, Bruce, for stopping by. We appreciate you.